In order to set the record, Horn needs to complete more than 40 jumps in a single day, and his plan is to do this 45 times.
Expecting 111-degree conditions here on Sunday in Eugene, so not only will she be battling the people next to her on the track, but also she'll be battling the sun. For Luke, there's one number in particular he thinks about every time he takes the field, and it's that one right there on his back. The number 44. This is the silver medal Mohini won with the U.S. gymnastics team back in those 2004 Olympics. There's one thing he said that stuck with me. Don't be afraid to dream. It's okay to have really big dreams and go after them. And that, to me, is the essence of the Mamba mentality. 2 tickets just like these ones right here to hand them to parents, friends, and family so that they can be admitted to the game on Friday. But no tickets, no entry. As a rookie, these are guys you grew up watching,
yeah, totally.
And now you're playing on the same field against them in the Super Bowl. Telling me it was one of the most bizarre experiences he has ever seen, because typically for these Bend Summit games, what do you have, Lee? You have thousands of people, not just in the stands, but lining up around the entire track. That's the last time any Central Oregon squad took the field. 484 days ago. Let me put that into perspective for you. You could take a road trip through every state in the country about 51 times in that span. That's a good looking board right there.
I think it's fun. It's not my best week, but
hey,
I don't know everything. So.
You know how we look at this though, right? 2 out of 5 is what percent? That's 40% or 400. So if you were in the MLB, you would have the best batting average of all time.
Okay.
Are you ready for the To The Max Challenge? Whether you're making trick shots, short films, or choreographing a family dance, I want to see what you are doing to stay active and creative in quarantine.
We're hanging loose this week for the To The Max Challenge. This is what Tyler Garfield likes to call tarp surfing. Okay, football fans, it's time to show your team's spirit with News Channel 21's Football Fandemonium. Submit your photos to ktvz.com and show us how big of a football fan you are.
I know one of your hit songs is called Denver Broncos Suck, so let's hear a sample for the people that would make Coach Gruden proud here.
Denver Broncos I'm glad we never have to be a Bronco.
I think you know why I'm here. You're the first ever winner of Football Fandemonium. How does it feel to be declared the biggest football fan here on the High Desert? And for the best part of the night, let's take a trip into the gold mine for your top plays from week 1. Boy, does it feel good to say that again. Up first, you guessed it, Culver's Logan Macy doing everything that he can to make something out of nothing here. The Lava Bears looking for revenge after getting shut out by the Storm at home a few weeks ago. Here they have the ball deep in Summit territory, and Bend running a trick play, but the Storm are all over it. Blake DeTulio says DeTula no to that one. Lava Bears still would walk away with the field goal, getting on the scoreboard first. But Summit Soren McKee says, anything you can do, I can do better. Splits the uprights from 50 yards out. That's a school record, folks. McKee with the McKick of his life. Someone get this kid a scholarship. Then Cougars work it inside to Bailey Dickerson in her second game back from injury. She connects on the layup, but watch here. She cannot connect with Julia Toll on the handshake. We'll check in with them later. Liliana Overcash is all over the inbounds pass here. We're going to fast forward a bit to see how this play ends. And this time it's Dickerson who feeds Toll the ball. And then for the true highlight of the night, Toll and Dickerson finally figure it out. A high five to perfection right there. Are you insane?
No, I'm not insane.
That's a question Dan Horn from Bend has had to answer plenty of times, but he doesn't mind.
I kind of knew before I even did it once that I wanted to do it forever.
When you're talking to Horn on the ground, you really wouldn't be able to guess he's an extreme adventure seeker.
This makes me more nervous than skydiving.
But he says in the air, everything changes.
It's like being in a completely different world.
Horn went on his first skydive when he was 18 years old.
I had a large group of people that were going to go with me, and it turned out I was the only one that jumped, and I loved it so much I just had to keep doing it.
Now at 39, he's jumped out of a plane more than 400 times. Woo! Even with all that experience, Horn admits he gets nervous before every dive.
This is where I get nervous.
Well, in a few weeks, Horn will have this feeling fairly often.
All right, this is it.
because on June 15th, he will attempt to break the Oregon State record for most skydives in a 24-hour window.
In order to set the record, Horn needs to complete more than 40 jumps in a single day, and his plan is to do this 45 times.
Oh man, I can't wait. This is going to be amazing.
The typical height for a basic skydive is 10,000 feet. For the record, though, Horn will be jumping at 2,500 feet at the Madras Airport, which is where we were at on Wednesday. The plan is to use one plane, one pilot, and rotate through 3 different parachutes. As you can imagine, it'll all happen very fast.
I'm going to try to get in the plane, in the sky, back on the ground, and in the plane again in under 10 minutes.
That's 5 to 6 jumps an hour, and Horn has never done more than that in a single day. But he says it's worth it because his goal is to grow the sport.
If I can do 45 skydives, you can do 1.
Just a little motivation for more people to jump at this opportunity. Reporting from Madras, Max Goldwasser, News Channel 21. A beautiful day on the slopes.
Awesome. As good as it gets.
Skiers and snowboarders carving up the corduroy.
When you're here at Mount Bachelor enjoying different runs and park terrain, what you might not consider is the work that goes on behind the scenes to get the mountain ready every day. And that's where the groomers come in.
When many of you are going to sleep, Parker Bohan is just getting started.
And we're off to the races.
Bohan began operating snowcats in California in 2008. Now he's in his 3rd season at Mount Bachelor.
I've been doing it a while, but it never gets old.
Bohan is one of 33 operators at the mountain, but one of 9 who focuses on the terrain parks.
It takes a team. It takes a village. Nobody does this by themselves.
Some operators work a swing shift from last chair at 4 p.m. until midnight. Other operators, like Bohan, work the graveyard shift from midnight until first chair at 9 a.m.
It's not a very smooth ride.
No. Altogether, the operators cover about 1,600 acres on the mountain. On this night, Bohan's job is to groom a 25-acre spot on the east side, including the new Otter Rock Terrain Park.
Just taking it from just below the feature, outside the feature, and I'm just trying to get this grade to be a little flat.
To put it simply, Bohan pushes the snow with the blade in front, processes it with the tracks, and grooms it with the tiller in back. With 12 years of experience, Bohan makes it look easy, but he says taming the trails is a very technical task. You're handling a machine that's 18 feet wide, 29 feet long, and costs up to $500,000. All by the tip of your fingers.
I mean, you're being asked to manage a piece of equipment and be responsible for it during your shift that's probably worth more than any house I will ever own in my lifetime.
Luckily, I caught Mount Bachelor on a mellow night. Clear skies, calm winds, and average temperatures, but that's not always the case.
Sometimes you don't know where you are. Vertigo kind of comes into play a little bit.
No matter the condition, though, Bohan says he has the best job in the world.
We're enhancing people's lives, and that to me is the reason why I wake up every night at 10:30 to come here and jump in a machine, because I have a piece of ownership there too, having a family and a little girl, and she comes up here and rides this stuff, and it's full circle for me.
Another reason? Priceless moments like this.
Pretty cool, huh?
A Central Oregon sunrise.
It's kind of like orange juice. It's motivating, or a coffee. It's like, oh, the sun came up. Yes, awesome. Yeah, look at it. It's beautiful.
So next time you're on the mountain, think about Bohan and the other snowcat operators. They work a thankless job, but it's one we're all thankful for.
Oh, you're still here? Well, if you've made it this far, then clearly something caught your eye. So why don't you go ahead and reach out? Email is right here, maxg.onair@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you soon. For now, Max out.